boss.
Hey, what's happening? So I looked around YouTube this week and thought, with the Premier League kicking off, what's a good piece of content to make that's guaranteed to be successful and pick some interest and get some discussion going in the comments? And the simple answer to that was season predictions. But I thought to myself, no, don't get dragged into the mire. Don't do things just because everyone else does things. Fuck that, be original. So I decided the only way I was going to do season predictions was if I could find a way to do it uniquely and originally. Now, fuck it, let's do it anyway. So top 4 predictions I will come to in a bit. But first, let's get through some of the less important stuff of the Premier League. The first manager to lose his job this season will be Mark Hughes. Old Sparky has lost that spark if he ever had it. It's going to take something mega from Stoke if they're to achieve anything this season. And I will talk a little bit later on about where I feel they'll finish. But Mark Hughes, dead man walking unless Stoke spend some major dough in the next few weeks. Top 3 goal scorers in the Premier League this season will be, in reverse order, Romelu Lukaku, Harry Kane and Gabriel Jesus. The biggest deadline day transfer will be by Newcastle. Yeah, hadn't decided on that until I started talking of going with Newcastle. It will be Newcastle or it will be Stoke, and I think that will be a straight shootout between which manager gets the boot first this season. If Newcastle get a player or two in of decent quality, I think Newcastle could surprise 1 or 2 teams. If Stoke do, they will surprise people, but only the people who think that they're going to get relegated. Johnny Elliott. The signing might not be a very good player, just to clarify, but he will be an expensive one. Although it could be Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool. Wayne Rooney won't score more than 10 league goals this season. Just saying. The first Arsenal Fan TV meltdown of the season will come after Bournemouth. The Bournemouth match. Guaranteed. Nailed on. 100%. Fume. Fucking flying everywhere. Guaranteed. And as an additional prediction, my good mate Troops will break the blood and fam world record, of which he is the current holder, let's say significantly, by a good 33%. Premier League Player of the Year is going to be Paul Pogba. Because everyone slagged him off last season, he's amazing, he's boss at the football, and they're just desperate to give it to him, I think. I think he's going to have a good season. I think he'll come out with the highest honour in the league, apart from winning the title, which he won't do. Possibly. Young Player of the Year will go to Dele Alli, because it should be someone who's like 17 or 18, but they love giving it to someone who should maybe be in contention for the one above, but young enough to get the one below. Dele Alli. Or Gabriel Jesus. The team that will get further to the Champions League this season is going to be Manchester City. Manchester City, not Liverpool, not Spurs, not United, not Chelsea. There's loads of teams, isn't there? Liverpool, not Spurs, not Chelsea, not United. City. Do the worst in the Champions League? Well, it's a toss-up between Spurs and it's not a toss-up, it's going to be Spurs. Unless Liverpool haven't qualified for it. Of the teams that qualify for it, the teams that are going to do the worst, the team that's going to do the worst will be Spurs if all 5 are definitely in the group stage. Just throw that out there. Just try not to age the video. Thanks, Hoffenheim. But the FA Cup will be won by Tottenham Hotspur, because the pressure will be on the manager to pick up a piece of silverware, and he'll just cast a glance around North London and go, ooh, you know what's a really good way of relieving fan pressure? Winning the FA Cup. Let's do that. When Spurs finish bottom of the group and don't even get into the Europa League, they have a free run with a need to win some silverware, and they will win the FA Cup. Or Liverpool will do, having done the same. The League Cup, if he doesn't get sacked, will be won by Newcastle United this year. Throwing it out there, I'm throwing it out there. Rafa loves cup football. He will see that as an easy opportunity, and unless one of the big boys go for it, and I don't think one of the big boys will go for it this year, because so many teams are in Europe and there are the 5 teams in the Champions League, the usual suspects are probably not going to go hell for leather for it. Failing that, breaking precedent in actually trying to win this competition, Ronald Koeman's Everton could have a little stab at it as well. Although precedent would suggest no, they'll field a team of kids and go out embarrassingly in this 3rd round. Okay, so the top 4 and top 6. Let's do it 6 to 1. In 6th position in the 2017-18 season is going to be Tottenham Hotspur. In 5th, Arsenal Football Club. In 4th, Liverpool. 3rd will be Chelsea. 2nd will be Manchester United. And top of the table, Pep's Manchester City. Finally living up to all the expectation and fear that was created when he came to the Premier League. I think they'll do it this year. And if they don't, then they're basically shit. Arsenal above Spurs, both having terrible seasons, but it will be seen as a good season for Arsenal because they've finished above their rivals once again. Wenger will go, finally. And what will Arsenal fans have to talk about then? You'll notice I've maybe been a little bit within myself. I've played within myself there with regards to Liverpool predictions. I'll be doing my Liverpool predictions over on the Redmen TV channel. Check that out there. Let me know yours for all of the categories that we've listed there, including how many goals you think Wayne Rooney will score, because why not? But yeah, there you go. There's just my thoughts on how the 17-18 season will go down, for what it's worth. So sorry. Highly original content. No one's doing this on YouTube. HTV exclusive.